Hello everyone. In this video, now I am going to show which are the different types of supports which are available in the STAAD Pro and where you can use these supports in the civil engineering structure modeling. So we will first go into the STAAD Pro by creating a model. Then just for information, just for first step, I will just model a beam into it, and then I will directly go to the supports. So in that supports, whatever supports available here, you can create it. So various supports available like fixed pin, fixed butt, enforced butt, multilinear, and so on. We will explain it one by one. So in first is the fixed support where you are not allowed to change anything, that directly you can add it and you can assign to selected available nodes in the geometry. So what is it? It is fixed means it will create the reactions along all the six directions, that is three translational and three rotational, that is restraints are fx, fy, fz and mx, my, mz. These are the all six reactions will get generated. So there will not be any deformations will going to occur at that particular node. So next is the pinned support. In the pinned support, it will only generate the translation reaction in all the three directions. If your structure is only 2D structure, so only two directional reactions will get generated, but actually it will be applicable for 3D structure also, where all the three directional translational reactions will get generated, and there will be rotations will going to occur. That is here mx, my, mz are unticked, so that means there the rotations will get generated, slope will get generated at that particular node. Then next is the fixed butt. So in the fixed butt, you can release somehow any reactions, that is either translation or rotational. Let us say if I release this fx, so that means the reaction effects will not get generated. What will get generated, that is the deformation, that is the translation deformation in along that direction will get generated. Now let us say if you want to create a roller support, you can release, you want to create a hinge support, you can release mx, my, mz. If you want to create only a roller support along the y direction, so you can take all the remaining five reactions, that is the releases. So here nothing will be allowed. Now let us say this supports, we want to behave like a hinge support, but there should be some stiffness to be assigned to that particular support. Let us say in case of soil foundations, where you can have some spring coefficients, so that is stiffness you want to introduce. Here you can put the values in kilonewton per meter, so it will be a fixed butt support, but here there will be some deformation with some resistance also. That means the reaction will also get generated with some deformation, so that will be depending on this value you will enter here. That will be a experimentation data, or that data you collected from any particular values. Next is the enforced. Actually this enforced is nothing but the fixed support itself, but for some conditions of the structure or some conditions of the stiffness, you can select this enforced support. Like this can be also used as a fixed support, but the enforced support is the same as fixed support. But in case of the plates or in case of the shells where you want to create the support displacement, that time you can use this enforced support. Okay, so in fact in the STAAD Pro, if you want to accept some loads which are giving some support displacement to structures like plates and shells, so that time you can use this enforced. But for skeletal structures, you can use the either fixed support or enforced support, that will be okay. And again in that enforced butt, it is same like a fixed butt, but there is no option to give the stiffness or spring coefficient. That is you are not able to define the spring, because one more thing in the enforced or enforced but support is it is having large stiffness value. So that means the deformation generated here, it is the deformation will be small, but the reactions will be more. So that is about the enforced and enforced but support. Next we will go to tension or compression spring only. So where let us say this beam is oriented along the x direction, So if you want to apply the supports along only this direction, either to give the compressional resistance or tension resistance, so that will be the tension or compression springs. You can give the spring directions also. That is, here let us say this beam, let us consider this is a beam. Okay, I will select the beam. This beam is subjected to axial compressive force, okay, and it is in oriented along x direction. So in this create, you can select the tension or compression spring. You can select the compression. Since it is oriented along x directions, you can give the spring direction as kfx, okay, and then later you can assign to that particular node at the one end or another end also. Then next we will go to incline. Incline supports generally refers to or generally assigned to incline members only along their local axis. Okay, not it will not be allocated along global axis. Let us consider. I will make a geometry of a particular structure. Let us say some inclined member is there. So for this inclined member at this node you can apply an inclined support. Okay, so you can go to support, you can define it, you can define a inclined support. Inclined support can be given in the reference with the two ways. That means either you can give the coordinates of that particular node or you can give the reference number. Let us say the reference number of that node is 3. So you can give the reference number here or you can give the coordinates. But later, after giving this reference number or coordinate also, you have to select that node, and then at that node only the supports will get assigned. Also in that incline, you can have the same options like of this top line, that pinned, fixed, fixed but, enforced or enforced but, whatever you want, you can select in the same incline pattern. Then next is about foundation support. Okay, which type of foundation to be used, depending on that you can select the support to the foundation. If it is isolated pad footing, you can give the first foundation as footing. You can give the dimensions of foundations, that is L and W in meters. You can select the directions of the support, in which directions you want, x, y, z, or x only, y only, or z only. You have to give the modulus of subgrade, that to be you can calculate by experimentation that you might have seen in the geotechnical engineering. So that value you will get from there. So that is for the isolated pad footing. Then if you go for some mat foundations, so for the mat foundations, there are actually two methods to use the foundation type. So that is support type. So it is actually based on the influence of the nodes. Okay, so that is the influence area of the nodes, and that can be calculated by two methods here: elastic mat and plate mat. That is a different concept. If you want to go with that, you have to calculate the subgrade, that is the influence area along that particular nodes or below nodes of that foundation. And again you can select the directions, models of subgrade value. But here one more option, that is generate compression only or multilinear spring. That is one more option is generated. If you go for the multilinear spring, if you go for compression only, depending on the which type of reaction is to be generated, that is your assumption in future of that particular structure. Generally for railway sleepers, that type of foundations where there will be soil, uh, for that case this type of foundations will get supports will get used. Then next is multilinear spring, where you have to give the values of displacements and the values of spring stiffness in this here. That is starting with the first value to the increasing values of the stiffness. It may be a positive one, it may be a negative one, like a tension compression. The data you will enter here, that data can be used in this fixed but support condition also, or also it can be used in foundation, where you can have here you are not able to tick in multilinear spring. Once you go enter this data, that is this definitions here, that time it will get available in this foundation, also in the fixed but condition. Okay, so these are the different types of supports. Depending on the structures, you can select your type of support based on your assumption or prediction at the site. So this is all for it for this video. In next video am going to show you the different loading conditions, and then in further videos I will show the analysis of the structures, 3D structures subjected to wind and earthquakes. Okay, so thank you for watching my video.